What is up, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. And if you guys remember a bit back, I did my picks for the MCU collectible minifigure series ideas if they made that. And in that video, I said if I would make this again, I would either do comic book or Disney Plus. And I am making this video again because the first one was a lot of fun to make. So instead of doing comic book, the more traditional route, I decided to do Disney Plus as it would be fun. Now, I know the only show we've seen is Wandavision from Disney Plus at the time of recording this, so there is more WandaVision minifigures than any other show, but I didn't just want to do WandaVision. I wanted to kind of diverse the shows a bit, but there is most WandaVision minifigures in this series. But overall, really excited to pick my 12 spots, as we're doing 12 instead of 16 because that's what Lego has been doing. Speaking of WandaVision, if you guys don't want spoilers for the show, I would click off. And if you just haven't watched the show, just watch it if you have time. It's really good. I don't think you need me to tell you that. There's enough people probably telling you that right now, or you've been hearing it so much anyway. But if you don't want spoilers, click off this video right now because it's spoiler time. And first minifigure is 50s Wanda. This one isn't too much of a spoiler, but it's basically the start of the show, and this would be something different for Lego, a black and white color scheme type minifigure. They kind of did that with the Willie Steamboat set, but this is kind of a different tone as a humanoid minifigure. I love to see how Lego tackles this, but overall I think it's a cool dress, kind of everything minifigure that you could see. I think a lot of people would be happy with this minifigure. Next, we have Monica Rambeau or Geraldine from the show. This is when she was in the Hex in the 60s, 70s era of the show. Obviously has the white and blue color scheme, and it's a very cool character in the show, and I think it would be a cool minifigure that people would want to see. I did this instead of a casual clothes as I thought it was more of a pop to the show and more of a pop just visually in general with the color scheme. Next, we have Jimmy Woo. I think this isn't too much of a popular character. I think everyone kind of likes him, but it's just a plain minifigure, classic suit, not anything special about this guy. Some people might consider this a waste of a pick, but I think he's a cool character, and I think people would be happy with getting this character in Lego form, as he's just a fun overall character in the show. Next, this is where it gets big time, the minifigures I really want. You guys knew this was going to be here, but this is Comic Book Vision, or this is when they were in the Halloween episode and going around and trick-or-treating, or in their Halloween costumes. Obviously, this is Comic Book Vision, and a lot of people would love to see this minifigure, as it just, the colors are awesome. I'm a big fan of the comic books and would love to get this minifigures in my hand. Next, continuing with that same episode, we have the comic book Wanda. Now, this is also a very cool minifigure. Same thing with the Halloween theme going on in the show. But overall, this is just a great minifigure. You would get the kind of headpiece with the hair kind of combined, and I think that would look really good with the red. And I think we will probably get comic book Wanda eventually, but now we get the comic book Scarlet Witch in this, which I think looks pretty good. Next, we have comic book Pietro or Quicksilver. I love the character of Quicksilver. I have no idea what's happening with the character in the show, though. I'm just completely lost, but I would still love to get his comic book kind of outfits that you see in the same episode, the Halloween episode. I love the light blue and silver color scheme, and the dual molded black and silver hair that Lego would probably make for this minifigure would look super cool. And I think this is one of them that would just convert to Lego really good, and it would be one of those minifigures that if they did do like CMF quality would just look on point and would look super nice, and one I would love to see them make. Next, hopping over to a new show, we have the Falcon and the Winter Soldier coming out pretty soon in March 19th. On March 19th, I believe. The first minifigure from that is, of course, Falcon in his new white, red, and black color scheme, which I think looks really good. I like the white mixed with the red on his suit. I think that looks really good. Obviously, you would get the wings dual-sided face with the goggles and the goggles off. I think this would just be an overall good character, and I had to include him. Love the suit, would look great as a minifigure. Had to include him if we're doing Falcon Winter Soldier. Speaking of people I had to include, this is obviously the Winter Soldier. Had to include these guys in the series. You guys knew this was coming, but I love this outfit for Bucky Barnes, aka the Winter Soldier. I love the blue with the red lines, and I love the dark gunmetal gray arm with the gold in between with the blue and the red suit. Absolutely looks amazing, and I think it's just so visually appealing. I'd love to see it in the minifigure. But next we have Baron Zemo with his classic purple mask. I think this looks absolutely amazing. Like I said, I'm a big fan of the comic book, so to see this kind of movie style comic book character would be super cool to see. We did see him in Civil War, but I want to see him with that nice purple mask. Just such iconic for the character to have the purple mask. I just think it looks super cool, and I think this is another one that will look super cool. I think the Falcon Winter Soldier minifigures would look great in person if Lego made them. Next, with a new show, we have Marvel's What If series. Super excited to see the show. I think it will actually be one of the best Disney Plus shows. High hopes for this one. But with that all being said, the first minifigure is Zombie Captain America. Would Lego put this in their series? No. Am I? Yeah, mostly because it just looks awesome. I mean, Zombie Captain America would be awesome. I don't think Lego would put it or make it just for kids and a Zombie Captain America. They won't want to do that, but I think it looks sick, and this is my list, so I'm going to include it because the Zombie Captain America would look absolutely sick with those haunting yellow eyes and that long jaw with the blue skin. Would just look awesome. Get some tails in the Captain America uniform, would look sick. Next, we have Peggy Carter as Captain Britain. Now, this is one of the episodes that has been talked about a lot, and that they've seemed to push towards people like this is going to be one of the first episodes or bigger episodes, and I think this is a really cool idea. Obviously, Peggy Carter being Captain Britain, this would be our first Peggy Carter minifigure, which is super cool. I think this would be a very cool minifigure. We'd get a new Captain America shield with the Britain kind of flag in the middle, and I think it'll look like a super sick minifigure. And our last minifigure is going to be from the Loki TV show. Super excited for this one. I'm excited for all of these. Big Marvel fan. But the one minifigure we're going to pick is Loki. Now, we've seen not a lot from this at all, but I thought I would include one minifigure from the trailer, because why not? I'm trying to do a lot from the shows, but this is Loki here in his kind of presidential outfit, kind of. I have no idea what's going on here. This is just completely crazy, but he has that kind of presidential pin on his jacket, which I think looks super cool. But other than that, no idea what's going on. Just a super cool looking minifigure. That's a video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed that video a lot. I enjoyed making it a lot, so it was fun for everyone, I hope. And it was cool to see it. But if you guys did enjoy the video, please leave a like and subscribe. And I hope to see you guys in the next video. Peace.